So what do we say about a person who has been diagnosed with autism? There's lots of options. There's has autism, has been diagnosed with autism, is autistic, and this is really one of those things where there's lots of discussion and debate. And what I have found is that it's really best to ask the person themselves. So, for example, you would just simply ask a person, how do you think about your diagnosis of autism? Do you think of yourself as autistic? Do you think of yourself as a person with autism? If you think about if a person says they're autistic, maybe that indicates that it's part of how they think about themselves in terms of their identity. But if we just want to say, I am a person with autism, then that also can say, I'm not just my disorder, or I'm not just, my symptoms. One thing that generally can be said for a lot of different people is that this person meets the criteria for a diagnosis of X. So this person meets the criteria for a diagnosis of autism. And a lot of our licensed school psychologists will use that way of speaking about it rather than saying, as a person who has autism. Hey, Sage, do you want to help me come up with something? Come here. Okay, so you have autism, right? Wait, come here.
No.
Come here. Come be part of my video.
No, I don't want to.
Oh, that's okay. All right, so I am diagnosed with autism, and I generally say that I have autism, and I'm fine with that. But as I said, it's important for us to ask the actual person themselves, like, hey, how do you think about it? Now, we are also going to interact with some people who have autism who are not capable of giving that information. They are non-speaking, and maybe they don't have the opportunity or the ability to let us know. So in that situation, it might be best to say that this person or, this child meets the criteria for a diagnosis of autism. What do you think? Do you have autism? How do you relate to your autism, and how do you describe it to people?